Are you recording already?
Okay, today we're videotaping the final game at Matties Lanes. The finalists will be tournament leader Chuck Vishaw versus Dale Seth. We have Tom Corbett doing the color commentating. #1 bowling commentator in Minnesota.
In the history of Minnesota.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
So, like you said, Don, our current tournament leader, Chuck Vishaw, actually bowling in his first MSC tournament.
Oh, that's right.
But he had won the Minnesota Senior Masters a couple weeks ago. For the second time, he won that Senior Masters a couple weeks ago, or a couple years ago also.
And I'm told his mother tells me he doesn't bowl as much as he used to.
He doesn't bowl as much as he used to, but he's been bowling more lately because his kids are bowling a lot, and he has to make sure he stays competitive with his kids. Otherwise, they're going to get better than him, and he doesn't like that right now.
Well, you know, I've never seen them bowl, but I see their names top a lot of junior bowling standings. So, and he says they're very good.
He is very good.
Right-handed or left-handed?
As soon as that comes up, you have to push the red button again as soon as it stops.
As soon as it stops, goes away.
Chuck and I have been bowling together for 27 years now. We started our Lynn's Lakers team back in 1985.
I should have been on
Actually, so it's been more than that. We started,
85,
so this
that's almost 30 years.
This would be our 29th USBC together.
All right.
We started in 86.
I should have been on that team.
You should have been on that team. Turn this down. And Doug Shellum, who our MSC tournament director over here, was asked to bowl in the Lynn's Lakers back in 85, 86. He turned us down.
Well, that's because he wasn't very smart. I think that's about when he hurt his wrist, wasn't it?
Good luck, you guys.
Dougie, when did you injure your wrist, or when was that?
About 6 years ago.
Oh, I thought it was longer.
Right after I had shoulder surgery, I hurt my wrist.
All right. All right.
First ball. Dale switched balls now, though.
First ball, strike.
I just noticed he changed balls. He was using a Nano, and now I think he changed to a Crux.
Dale, are you using a Crux? Hypercell. Oh. Oh.
So he had been using an IQ Nano in the step ladder. He just said he was using the Hypercell during qualifying. Now he just went back to the Hypercell, and he's going to need all he can get because I don't think Chuck's going to miss much.
Well, I agree. Based on the way he bowled during qualifying.
Chuck, very methodical. It takes his time. Make sure he's always just set and goes through his easy steps and strikes.
And another strike.
High flush.
You have any idea what he's using?
I believe it's a hammer something. I'm not sure. I think he's been using probably the same ball all day. It's a round black one.
You know, that's very unusual, black bowling balls.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yes. Having the same feel on that.
Should be, because they changed thumbs.
Oh, yeah, it's a thumb suck?
Should.
Yeah, okay.
Straight and hard after spare. No chop.
Dale has one previous MSC titles to his credit. And as Tom indicated earlier, Chuck, this is his first MSC tournament.
Previous winners here at Matties Lanes. Yeah, Verge Anger, that was a long time ago.
That's when it was Wells.
That's when it was Wells Lanes, yes. And Ron Linder, Rich Anderson. And guess who Rich Anderson beat for the championship here, Don?
No way.
That would be me.
That would be Mr. Tom Corbett.
I wasn't happy with that. And Terry Schott also won, and Steve Toner has won.
Tom, you're a super senior now, aren't you?
I am a super senior.
Oh, so that had to be about 8 years ago already. 7, 8 years ago,
It
maybe?
could be about that long ago.
Couldn't be more because then you wouldn't be in that category.
I think Tom had.
You wouldn't
Tom,
be 50.
Yeah, right, exactly.
you have a couple seconds.
I have a couple seconds, yes.
He's trying to establish a new record for lifetime seconds in the MSC.
I have a couple seconds in the CBA, too. I was second in the Minnesota Masters, too.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from seconds at the buffet. But Doug Shellum bought me my second beer.
You guys are good.
Well, all right.
So if you watch Chuck Poland, you'll see the ball just picks up the roll and glides it up there in a high flush all the time. He doesn't have to give the pocket away when he's bowling. He just lines up where he just has to roll it. On the other hand, Dale has to throw the ball a little bit right to left, and he can lose the pocket that way. Like he just left that 3-5-6 on his lane last time.
All right. Ooh,
That was a half-7 carry there.
it was, I agree.
So our next MSC tournament, we don't have one in February, Don.
No, it's because, according to Roger Blad, we weren't able to. There are too many ongoing tournaments, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, and it actually works out really well. So there's a CBA and there's MJBT CBA doubles that we have to bowl.
Right.
And so having it on March 1st at Andover works out really well, and then March 22nd in Eau Claire.
So that'll be the same spacing as it's about 4 weeks apart.
Right, so it works out just fine.